Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Trouble Free. In today's video, we are going to discuss about batteries in the subject of basic electrical engineering. So basically in this video we will see what do you mean by a battery and what are the different types of batteries and some more subclassifications in those types and all. Okay, so basically you know what a battery is. We will be using it in our mobile phone, in our TV remotes and what not. Everywhere we have a battery, right? So it is a device that will convert the chemical energy into electrical energy. See, we have a battery, right? Inside battery we will have some chemical energy. It could be of lead or it could be of mercury, cadmium, whatever it is. Based on the type of the battery, inside the battery you will have some chemical energy, you will have some chemical formula. Okay, that chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy. Gradually, based on our usage, it will be converted into electrical energy. Got it? That is about a battery. And a battery has three main components. Any battery, it has three main components. What are they? Anode, number one, number two is cathode, and number three is electrolyte. Got it? So these are the main components, and anode is nothing but negative electrode and cathode is positive electrodes. Both of these together are called as electrodes. Okay, and among these electrodes, the negative one is called anode and the positive one is called cathode, and the third one is the electrolyte solution. Okay, so now what are the different types of batteries we have? Let us see. You are clear about what a battery is: chemical energy to electrical energy. Next, three main components: anode, cathode, electrolyte. Next, type of batteries. We basically have two types of batteries: primary or and secondary. Primary cell or primary battery, you can say battery also. Secondary cell or secondary battery. Okay, we have two types. In that, the first one is the primary battery. In case of primary battery, if it is once discharged, you cannot recharge it. Suppose whatever the chemical energy is there inside the battery, if that chemical energy is completed, you cannot recharge it again. For example, your mobile phone is there, you will be charging it up to 100%. so after using it for 1 or 2 days, it will come to 0%. Again, if you charge, you will be able to charge it, right? Again you will be able to go to 100%. So that is, you will be able to recharge it. But in case of primary batteries, you cannot recharge it. That is, once you are the battery usage is completed, you have to throw it off. Okay, you need to throw it away. It has some specific energy. When that specific energy is completed, done, you need to throw it off. Okay, next examples are zinc carbon cell, which is Lakeland cell, a very most popular type of cell, alkaline cell, zinc chloride, mercury and lithium. So instead of cell you can write battery also: zinc carbon Lakeland battery, alkaline battery, zinc chloride battery, mercury battery, lithium battery. Okay, so these are the examples. Now coming to the applications. So where you will be using these primary batteries, you will be using it in the wristwatches. In the wristwatches we will have a circular shape battery, right? Circular shape steel color, silver color battery will be there. That one, once it is finished, you need to throw it off. Next is in remote controls and in flashlights and etc. Okay, so the next type is the secondary battery. So secondary battery is opposite to the primary battery. That is, once the battery is finished, once the battery is completely discharged, you can recharge it again. Okay, how you will recharge it? Whatever the chemical reactions are there, those chemical reactions can be reversed. That is, you are converting a chemical energy into electrical energy, right? So you can reverse it. That is, you can convert the electrical energy into chemical energy. Okay, how? By applying some voltage, that is by passing some current. You will have to either plug in a charger or power bank or wireless charger, whatever it is you are using, you are providing some voltage, you are providing some current, right? So because of that current, they will get charged. Okay, got it? So, and moving on to the applications, mobile phones. Our mobile phone, once the battery is over, we charge it again and it goes to 100%. Same with power banks as well, electric vehicles as well. Once you travel for some 10 to 20 kilometers and when you come back, you will be charging it again. So based on the capacity of the vehicle, not just 10 to 20. So these are the applications. Now let us see types. We actually have 4 types in secondary battery. For each and every type, let us see what is the anode, what is the cathode, and what is the electrolyte. I will just read it out, and don't say like you are reading just what you have written. There is nothing much I can explain apart from reading. Okay, so I will show you what is the anode, what is the cathode, and what is the voltage applicable for each and every type. We have total 4 types. Okay, first one is nickel cadmium battery. In this, anode means negative electrode, guys. I just said you right now, right? So anode is negative electrode, and the negative electrode is cadmium. Okay, and moving on to the cathode, it is nickel oxide and nickel oxide hydroxide. So that is why I said nickel cadmium. Nickel is being used at cathode and cadmium is being used at anode. Okay, and the electrolyte is potassium hydroxide solution. Okay, and electrolyte will be mostly liquid only. It is a liquid in which you will be placing all the other things. So electrolyte will be mostly a liquid, and here it is a potassium hydroxide solution. And this, what is the speciality of this nickel cadmium battery is that it will be giving good performance at low temperature. When the temperature is low, it gives good performance. Okay, and the applicable voltage is 1.2 volts. Next is nickel metal hydride battery. So here also anode is hydrogen absorbing metal alloys. So it could be any metal alloy. Alloy means what you know. Alloy means a combination of more than one metal. So any alloy which can absorb hydrogen will act as an anode, and the cathode is the nickel hydroxide. Got it? Next, electrolyte solution, same as the previous one, the KOH solution. Next, voltage, applicable voltage is 2 volts. Up to 2 volts, for our devices up to 2 volts, you can use these batteries. Next is the lithium ion battery. Lithium ion battery is the most popular type of battery. It is the battery which we will be using in our mobile phones. Okay, so the anode is graphite or porous carbon, and the cathode will be lithium. Lithium metal oxide will act as a cathode, and graphite or porous carbon will act as anode. And the electrolyte solution is aqueous solution dissolved with lithium salts. You will be taking any aqueous solution, in that you will be dissolving lithium salts, lithium chloride or whatever it is, was salts made up of lithium. Okay, and it is the most popular one used in mobile phones, and the operating voltage is between 3.6 to 3.85 volts. Okay, next, last one, lead acid battery. So the speciality of this lead acid battery is it is of low cost, that is, it is affordable, it is very large, and it is a very old type of battery. Okay, it is used in high current applications. Since it is very large, it is used in high current applications. Not just it is very large, it is very large in the sense obviously its operation will also be very high, right? So the anode here in lead acid is lead metal, and the cathode is also something which is made up of lead, which is lead dioxide, and the electrolyte is sulfuric acid. Lead and an acid. And what is that acid? Sulfuric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, you know, right? Sulfuric acid. Okay, and the voltage is 2 volts. Got it? It is of low cost, it is very large, and it is a very old thing, very old battery. It is used in high current applications. Now let us see what are the characteristics of a battery, right? That means when you are buying a battery or when you are choosing a battery, what are the things that you need to take into consideration? What are the characteristics that a good battery should have? Okay, so let us see. First is the voltage. What do you mean by voltage? It is nothing but the potential, the difference between the potential developed between the positive and negative terminals of the battery. A battery will have both positive and negative terminals, right? So whatever the potential is developed between these two terminals, the difference between that potential is called as the voltage. Okay, so you have to choose the battery according to the voltage of your device. So your device is capable of how much voltage, based on that you need to choose. Okay, and the voltage of a battery will depend on the type of the electrodes and type of the electrolytes used in the battery. Electrodes nothing but anode and cathode. So the voltage of the battery will depend on the anode, cathode and electrolyte used in the battery. Got it? So next, Capacity is nothing but what? It is amount of useful energy that a battery can have at a particular time. See, your phone is capable of charging for maybe 100 or maybe 1000 cycles, right? But at one cycle means 1 to 100%. I mean, once you charge it and you start discharging it, that is one cycle, right? So at one cycle, how much amount of energy your battery can hold? Okay, so it is not your lifetime of the battery. At one cycle, at one charge, how much capacity it can have, that is called as the capacity. Got it? So a mobile phone will have high battery capacity, and this capacity is measured in amperes hours. So it is measured in amp hours, and this capacity will depend on the surface area of the electrodes and the strength of the electrolyte. I'm confusing. So electrodes, surface area. So it depends on the surface area of the electrodes and also on the strength of the electrolyte. Got it? Next comes the specific energy. So this will denote the capacity of the battery in terms of weight. So that you know what is capacity of the battery at one particular period or at one particular time, how much energy a battery can have. What do you mean by specific energy then? Specific energy will indicate the capacity of the battery in terms of weight. Okay, so how do you measure it? Watt hour per kg. You measure it by in watt hour per kg. Got it? And specific power will denote the leading capacity of the battery. It will denote the leading capacity of the battery. It is measured in watt per kg. Okay, next is temperature dependence. Temperature dependence is nothing but for example, in summer or some mobile phones, they will heat up, they will produce lot of heat, right? So when you're doing some heavy activity, like when you're playing a game, so the mobile phone will heat up, and when it is heating up, it will obviously show effect on your battery, right? So in order to protect the battery, what will happen? When temperature is increasing, automatically the performance should come down. Automatically the performance of the device should be decreased, so that the load on the device will decrease, temperature will decrease, and your battery will be saved. So you need to always pick up a phone or a device which is having high temperature dependence, which is having high temperature tolerance. Okay, so this is all about the characteristics a battery should have. So in this video we have discussed what a battery is, what are the types of battery and the subtypes, applications, and what are the characteristics a good battery should have. Okay, so this is all about this video, guys. I hope this is useful for you. If you're still having any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Let's meet up in the next coming video with another topic. Till then, stay tuned to my channel for more such videos.